So what is up, guys? Killerkev, and today back with a brand new episode of 5 new console mods to hit the Bethesda.net website. This is going to be episode 16 within the Fallout 4 series on my channel. Without further ado, guys, let's just jump straight into the video. For our first spot in the video is going to be the R91 Fallout 3 Assault Rifle. The R series of the combat assault rifle was used reliably following the discontinuation of the M series in the early 21st century. The R series, produced by the civilian manufacturer Stent Security Solutions, was made in many models and variations. The rifle was a standard issue for the National Guard during the urban pacification operation. To get this rifle, it's very simple. It should spawn past level 10, said the gunners. This is a complementary weapon to the combat rifle and the assault rifle to do with the game. You are going to need the Nuka-Cola World DLC in Fallout 4, but that is not an issue just because the Game of the Year edition did drop at the end of last month. If you haven't got it already, it's really cheap actually. It's more cheaper than buying the DLC on its own. You get the whole lot for I think about £30, not too sure what that is in dollars, but overall cheaper. Guys, a really nice rifle, been blown up on the Bethesda.net website, and overall it does look really goddamn good. This is only going to be 24 megabytes of a download, definitely worth grabbing and trying if you have the corresponding DLC. For the second spot in this video is going to be BrinDogg's Red Rocket Cleanup. This is heavily requested by a user within the description of this particular page for the mod. This mod simply clears up the red rocket outside of Sanctuary. Any bugs, please do let this mod author know. There's no DLC required for this particular mod. Overall, it's pretty goddamn nice. We do and have seen a lot of the red rocket cleanups in conjunction with the Sanctuary too. This one is only going to be 59.9 kilobytes of a download. Definitely worth grabbing and trying if you do like what you see on screen. For the third spot in this video is going to be the RaiderQuadBike. This is going to be required the DLC Automatron. Adds to the workshop a crafting table / workshop, the quad bike factory. You can also make through this the quad bike, the Raiders quad bike, and the converted Raiders quad bike too. Not too bad on the requirements. Also adds a few different grenades for the quad bike, a load of different other things to can do with the conjunction of this particular mod. Very easy to obtain, as you can tell on screen. And now, guys, if you haven't got all the DLC, you're going to need to get it because we are going to be covering more DLC related content on the channel due to the drop of the new Fallout 4 Game of the Year edition. This is only going to be 44.2 megabytes of a download. Very nice indeed if you feel like traveling around in style in the Commonwealth. For the penultimate position in this video is going to be the Wasteland Distillery. The Wasteland Booze has now got a custom workbench modelled as a distillery which produces some custom alcoholic beverages. Each variety has a unique recipe of its own to the alcohol effect. It does change a lot of the meshes, models and textures for a more immersive and realistic look to the distillery / alcohol within the game. Some of these brands you will know in a real life and they have been taken from that and put them into Fallout 4. No DLC is required for this particular mod. It just changes the variation of vanilla liquors within the game because they are pretty boring and none of them we have heard. So it's nice to see if you want a familiar distillery or alcohol that you do know added into the game. This is only going to be 40.7 megabytes of a download. A little bit pricey if you ask me, but some funky and interesting new skins and models added to the game for alcohol. And for the last spot in this video is going to be equilibrium weapon balanced fixes. Fallout 4 has a ton of interesting weapons. Unfortunately, a lot of them aren't very well balanced, so the player ends up with a very limited selection of weapons. This mod aims to fix and authenticate all of the particular weapons and varieties within Fallout 4. This isn't really a rebalance or more of an attempt to fix the existing balancing to do with the game, but this mod contains a ton of big and small changes, and there are highlighted some within the description of this mod. I'm going to reel off a few just ever so slightly. The double barrel shotgun has increased the damage and the range ever so slightly, and to do with some of the altercation through that with the buying of this particular weapon. The hunter's rifle, increasing the base damage of the weapon, includes a bonus damage for the 50 cal receiver, which it should do because again it's a 50 cal round, which is a lot more powerful than a standard round, as this weapon has been criticized a lot for the low amount of damage, especially with that 50 cal round. The submachine gun increases increases the damage and the decreased weight close to the real life analog. The minigun has increased damage, thank God. That's the one I was looking at the most, just because I feel like the minigun has a little bit lackluster to do with the vanilla game. Rebalance the effect of different barrels too. Again, that is an altercation to do with the modifications on those particular guns. Guys, really goddamn nice. If you want to check out all of the things it does change within this mod, a full description of all of the stuff that you can change and altercate on the particular page. Again, links are down in the description as all of these. And the DLCs required for this one are Automatron and Far Harbor. You are going to need both of those to tweak them in there. Hopefully we can see a different pack that is not required for DLC, but overall I have got the DLC, so that is why I'm putting in this video. Again, this is going to be a small altercation to the scripts and obviously everything else to do with the vanilla game. This is only going to be 94.8 kilobytes of a download. So guys, that's it for episode 16 within my Fallout 4 series for the 5 brand new console mods to hit the Bethesda.net website. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to hit me up with a like. Subscribe if you are new to, click that little bell to get daily notifications. But until the next one guys, Killerkev here and Killerkev out.